Celestial rising, divine to noon, and grand night to the beautiful deity watching this video. It's your divine reflection, divine messenger, and we are back with another message and understand. Before we get into this, make sure you like, comment, subscribe for more divine messages if you choose to, if you enjoy these videos. And you already know why we're up here, why we're doing this at this time of the AM or whatever, no excuses. And to the people that enjoy these videos, to the people that watch it, I really appreciate you. And also, I do want to say thank you to the ones who watch it from the beginning to the end, because I know there's some people who probably find this stuff boring, and that's fine with me. I'm not really here to entertain you. I'm not here to have women shake their ass in front of you. I'm probably going to get demonetized for that, but who cares, because we're not doing it for the profit. We're just doing it to help you understand why you should stop second guessing yourself. And the thing is, too, I really appreciate, my reflections for, because of course that live, I didn't forget, we also got one more sticky note teaching, and it's going to be the man versus, I think it's man versus animal nature, or spirit versus animal nature, and shame versus glory. So that's going to be the last teaching for the sticky notes that the people I went live with, my other reflections, they wanted me to make these videos. So I don't mind just doing it for the people who also just want to understand these different teachings. But so yeah, I'm pretty sure you can see what it is. I don't believe in time, but either way it goes, what's your excuse? I'm pretty sure you're watching this video, you're probably like, damn, I was asleep at that time. There's no excuse. Whenever you get up, just get up and go do it, because whenever you, that's the thing right here. We're basically starting the video right now, as a matter of fact. As soon as this camera cuts on, the video started, and we're getting right into the teaching. But that's exactly why, when I get up early, because of course I go to bed early too, unfortunately, but I go to bed early, and when I go to bed early, a lot of times my body just wakes up after 4 or 5 hours of sleep. I don't know why anymore, but that's just what happens when you're just passionate about what you want to do. When you create that purpose, when you know what you want to do, every single day you open your two eyes or your cameras or your perceptions, you understand what you're walking towards and what you want to become. Because why? I visualize how successful I already am. So because I do that, I make sure that every single day I contradict my inner voice, because for one, my ego, 3:51. I don't believe in time once again, but when I got up around, I want to say I got up at 1:30 something. So once I took care of my face, y'all can see my face probably glowing right now and all that, but took care of my face, took care of my hair, took care of my beard, brushed my teeth, all of that. Got this teaching going. I'm sure too, you probably like, damn, this board dirty as shit, but did you expect it to be clean? Did you expect my boards to be clean? No, I don't care. So therefore, my ego is just like, damn, you got a dirty board. It's too early. You should be in bed right now. You should be resting. You should be eating. Because I was fasting, drinking some water. Why don't you just rest? But my spirit, my higher self tells me that what you're doing right now, it's going to be worth it when you get older. You won't see it right now, but you're seeing it right now, because you had that vision, you had that purpose, you had that drive to want to become a better me. So that's exactly why I'll let y'all know who I am. Very transparent. Also, we are going to do a Rashad Jamal exposing video, because I'm tired of people advocating for a Luciferian who does not know how to teach you gematria. If people can't teach you gematria, that lets you know who they are. And they are scared that you will understand who they are. I'm going to expose your ass. Contradict your inner voice. Trust your initial feeling over the ego. A lot of times your higher self is guiding your energy. Understand? Higher self is guiding your energy. Because from one, the moment you wake up, you gotta understand, you have to meditate or pray. And the thing is too, they're the same thing in their differences. They had different titles, but it's the exact same programming. Your higher self is guiding your energy. When you contradict your inner voice, for one, the ego's gonna tell you, lay back in bed. Let's go ahead and waste our energy watching the websites. Let's text girls or whoever you're into. Let's just lay there and look at nothing. Let's go back to sleep. While you're just sitting there. You're sitting there for hours in your bed when you could be working on what you think about, which is yourself. You think about what you can do for your life and how you can enhance it, but you don't want to enhance it because you're being lazy at the moment because you just woke up. No, the moment you open your cameras, let's get up and observe what we can change, and that's your energy. I'm looking this way, what the hell? That's your energy, because this initial feeling will have you feeling a certain way because of the ego. The ego does not want you to contradict it, because of course, if you're not mentally dominant, your subconscious mind will dominate you. That's exactly why you have to be in tune with your higher self, because your higher self will really aid your ego into doing what the higher self wants to do. My higher self and my ego, because they're aligned basically. My higher self and my ego, boom, boom, they contradict each other, but I'm able to manipulate the ego because I'm in my higher self. Meaning that my higher self enjoys teaching what I already know. But the thing is though, I know there's one person out there who probably second guesses themselves because they're an overthinker just like me. I overanalyze way too much, but the thing is though, it's that first initial thought. And basically I'm talking to myself too, to help guide myself in the future. Especially if I want to have a legacy, this is all I got right here. Because I don't know what's going to happen to me in the future. Tomorrow's not promised. So I know that all I got is these teachings right here to help you understand that no matter what, whenever you second guess yourself, get your ass up and trust that initial feeling. I want to be great today. I know what I should do, but I don't want to. No. There is no, I don't want to. I don't like, fuck that. Hell no. Get your ass up and tell yourself, you know what? I believe that I can do it. I'm already doing what I want to do. So by me doing that, you're going to be present in the now. So when you're present in the now, you concentrate on the now. Leave your what if outcomes that manifest doubt. Literally. So think about it. When you are concentrating, because for one, concentration literally just means you're focused. When you're focused, you're concentrating on what you can control, and that is literally the outcome that you are in at this moment right now. Meaning that for one, I am present in this present moment. I don't care what time it is. I don't care if it's nighttime or daytime. Either way it goes, I am focused on today, right now, because 1 hour from now, I don't know what's going to happen to me. 10 minutes, 20 minutes, I don't know what's going to happen. All I have is what I can control, and that's my higher energy. By me loving what I do, by me radiating positive outcomes into my mindset so that you can understand where I'm coming from a loving place of my hell-like illusion. When you leave your what if outcomes, this is what's going to manifest doubt. But when you stop, for one, when you concentrate on positivity, because for one, you got to concentrate on guiding your energy. When you concentrate on guiding this energy right here, basically, you're going to lead to negative outcomes that are going to manifest. And the thing is, too, the ego will manifest doubt, especially like I stated earlier. If you're not in tune with how dominant your higher self really already is, if your subconscious mind dominates you, you're going to manifest doubt. Because you know, for example, you can be a content creator, you can be a clothing designer, you can be whatever the case may be, right? It doesn't matter. That's some good ass water. You can be whatever you want. The moment that you don't get the certain amount of likes you want, the comments you want, the views you want, you're going to sit there and doubt yourself over numbers. What's your clothing business or your cooking business? There's some people who aren't buying your plates. You're making continuous plates, but you're posting them on social media or even in person. People say, no, I'm good, I don't want that. Or, this don't look good to me, I'm allergic, this and that. So you'll go into your car, you may even start crying, you may get mad, you may ask the universe, why is nobody buying my plates? I'm doing everything I can, but nobody wants to buy them. You're manifesting doubt. Because when you are chosen for this mission, for one, when you're called, if you are chosen to make plates. You are chosen to make shoelaces or shoes or jeans. You're chosen to make phone calls to help people become their own business influencer, whatever the case may be. This is any random hypothetical situation. If you don't get what you want, that's exactly when people are manifesting doubt. And when you do that, you can't concentrate on the moment right now. Because for one, none of this stuff exists. You are literally living in an augmented reality, meaning that you are artificially thinking that these things are causing you to be doubtful. But your higher self is literally guiding you into that lower energy, because for one, the higher self does not care. That's what people understand. Your higher self does not care about how you really feel per se, but it's trying to guide you into a positive way of thinking. But if you can't think positively through the ego, then the higher self will be like, well, I'm just going to observe you, watch you kill yourself, because you're concentrating on doubt, because you're manifesting it, because you're present in the manifestation of the now. So when you are laying in bed today, or even when you go to work, before you go to work, if you're thinking about how much you hate your job, right now you are concentrating on manifesting doubt or negative energy, because all it is just guiding your energy. It doesn't matter if it's good or bad, because good and bad don't exist to the higher self. The higher self does not give a fuck about good or bad. The higher self is literally in the present moment. And it's contradicting itself through your inner voice, because your inner voice is telling you that you'll never make it. You'll never be successful. Or they don't want your plate because it's trash. If somebody says, I hate I hate your movie. It was dog shit. Like, your movie sucked. You're going to sit there and be like, damn, the movie sucked, bro? It's constructive criticism. Like, it's okay. It's even like in sports. You may be the best football player, so I mean soccer, not actual football, but you may be the best soccer player out there. But, okay, you missed like 5 goals in a row. And even in basketball, you missed 5 layups in a row. So niggas gonna say, oh, you ass, you dog shit. And? But when they miss 5 shots and they airball 5 3-pointers, nobody calls them ass. It's just you because you're chosen for that. They expect greatness from you. They expect greatness from you. But because you're not living up to their expectations, what are they doing? They're manifesting and concentrating on doubting your energy. Because they know your higher self is guiding you towards a higher perception that they can't comprehend because they have lower expectations of themselves. So when they see you and they know what you are, now they are not, for one, they're going to create simple choices, and you should as well. While you're creating a simple choice, you choose to stop overanalyzing to an extent because, for one, the first choice will align your true self. You, in your mind, you visualize, because we didn't get there yet, but you visualized you making that layup. But because you were overanalyzing this 7-footer down in the paint, you laid it up, but you're like, you had double square 2 times, now you doing this. Now you missed it because you didn't go with that first choice. The first choice in your mind, you said, I'm going to dunk on his ass. But you see the 7-footer in the paint, you was like, turnover, because you passed it. Because the first choice was going to align you to your true self. Because your true self, you know that you're not ass at soccer. You know that you're not ass at hockey. You know that you weren't ass at boxing. You got your ass knocked out. People are talking about on the internet. Why do you care? Because truthfully, they can't do what you do. At least you stepped into the ring with somebody who's 85-0. You stepped into the ring because you were aligned with the choice that you made. Because you weren't overanalyzing what you were going through to an extent. Because the extent that your ego is going to, the ego will doubt itself and say, damn, this person look bigger than me. They put in more work than me. I don't know. Like, now you got doubts because, for one, when you start doubting yourself, you're manifesting that. Understand that. Whenever you, even like when you're making a video, or even when you're teaching, for example, because I have it too. When I'm teaching, sometimes, like before I teach, I stop doing it though, but I still do it sometimes. I usually ask myself, is this going to be a great teaching? But see, that's exactly why before I do teach, I meditate or I pray. I talk to the Almighty Creator, letting myself know, even mirror work. So even before I get myself ready for these videos, I make sure I take care of myself in the mirror, telling myself, like, you're going to have a great video. You're doing great. You're wise. You're enlightened. Don't doubt yourself. Because, for one, all I'm doing is overanalyzing the doubts that I think my ego has. That's exactly why I contradict my inner voice. Because my ego doesn't want to do this. But my higher self is going to guide my positivity, my love for this, for basically spiritual or consciousness. It's going to guide me into the now because I'm concentrated on the visualization of how successful I already am. That's why if somebody did gematria on me, for one, I already know where I'm going to be in life. That's exactly why I do this shit consistently every single week. There hasn't been a week besides 1 week in my whole life to where I haven't posted for 7 days. And that's not even to be like bragging or anything like that, but that's just showing me that no matter what I'm going through, no matter what I'm thinking, I'm going to always be there for myself, including you. Because there's nobody out here that I think, not saying to anybody else, but because I know, like, to my reflections that I watch on YouTube, y'all are always working. So I always appreciate that for y'all because I watch y'all videos consistently. But these other random people, they post like once every 2 weeks, a week, maybe 2 times a week. You telling me you got 7 days out of your week and you're posting once or twice. Now, of course, you can post whatever you want. But if you're alive for 7 days out of the week and you're posting once or twice, you're not working hard enough to me. So you can't tell me you're a hard worker than me. There's no fucking way. That's exactly why you outwork everyone, including yourself, because everyone is still you. So when you stop doing that, for one, you focus on yourself. That's exactly why you have to be compassionate to self-realizing the mistakes that are happening for your learning steps. Understand that. So, because for one, before I get into that, that's exactly why you make simple choices. So simply, I was just like, okay, how do I want to, don't second guess yourself. How can I put this into a teaching? Because I was going to sit sit down by the computer or whatever and just talk. But I was just like, nah, I really want to just break this down on how you can do this through key points for steps that you already know. So because of that, I made a simple choice. Don't overanalyze. Go with the first gut instinct. Get the board out. And I did not sit there and think about it. I didn't sit there and say, well, but no. When I told myself, how can I get this teaching into a physical manifestation so that somebody can see and correlate this with their life? First thing that came to my mind, bring out the whiteboard, get a marker. Don't doubt it. Get 7 key points. Yeah, it may be early, you may be tired, but who gives a fuck? Because tomorrow's not promised till tomorrow. That's exactly why I was being self-compassionate to my self-realization. So when I did that, I understood that mistakes are going to happen for learning steps. Don't use mistakes for self-doubt, ever. This is the key one right here. Don't use mistakes for self-doubt. Understand that, because the moment that, so it's even like when people were doing popcorn reading, there are a lot of times, because a lot of people who are parents right now, they don't care about themselves or their kids because those were the same exact children who couldn't popcorn read. These are the same kids who are in adult bodies who couldn't popcorn read. Excuse me. Which is exactly why they come on the internet and just start commenting or spewing out negativity or hatred, because of course they always have self-doubt about themselves, which is exactly why if you're on the internet, because we live in a digital era now, all we got is, like, even when you go into reality, we got people who just don't give a fuck about you nor themselves because they doubt themselves every single day. They hate the position that they are in because they put themselves there because they were overanalyzing the first choice that was going to align them with their true self. But if you can't contradict your inner voice, the ego is going to guide your energy. Fuck the higher self at that point. If the ego is guiding your energy, now you can't be compassionate towards yourself because you realize that when you made mistakes, they were happening for you to learn. But you hated learning even in school, even at a young age. So if you hated learning and you hate learning right now as an adult, those mistakes that you have for self-doubt will create more self-doubt. Slow down. Those mistakes will create more self-doubt because you doubt the learning steps that you're supposed to go through. You're supposed to fail. Duh. That's the whole point of a winner. I want to put this down somewhere. Hold on, let me get this share. All right. That's the whole point of a winner. Because a winner knows that they're going to fail. A winner knows that, for one, even a person who's strong-minded, so I can only speak from my experience, I know that every single day I'm going to mess up. I'm going to, just like even throughout this video, I messed up with my speech, my throat chakra, trying to balance itself out because it's still early, obviously. I don't like talking, but when I talk, I got to make sure that, I don't overanalyze my thoughts because I concentrate on what I can control, manifesting my energy, my higher self's energy on top of that, because for one, my inner voice is going to say or think one thing, but my higher self observes everything. So if my brain, if my ego is contradicting itself from its own inner voice, my higher self is going to guide me into self-compassion. Because I love what I do. And I'm going to always realize my mistakes because they're happening for me to learn. I could be a public speaker. The thing is, not even I could be, I already am. So I'm basically practicing, because basically when I put this camera on, I really believe that there's billions of people watching me right now. I don't even care for that, but I care for that because why? For some strange reason, people enjoy the teachings. But the whole entire time, I'm just talking to myself through you. So I imagine myself through billions of people, because if I was younger, if I was in my 5 or 10-year-old self, I would want to teach myself these things that I didn't think I could even comprehend. Because at that time period, I wasn't making simple choices. I was too busy going outside, being a kid, just playing around. But if I would have understood how to concentrate on not being doubtful of my manifestations, I would have already been in my higher self. But I was too busy stuck in my ego because why? I was focused on the outside validation that I couldn't validate towards my inner self. My inner self couldn't validate who I already was because I already had doubts because I was overanalyzing everything that I couldn't concentrate on, and that was the now. I was too busy visualizing at a young age on where I am today. So because I did that, now I understood that my mistakes were creating self-doubt for me. But Now that I'm older, I'm not going to use those mistakes for self-doubt anymore. Because why? I have a self-realization moment to where my mistakes that I make, or even that I made, got me to my learning steps every single day. I'm becoming a better man every single day. That's exactly why I meditate constantly. And why is that? Because this aids me into my higher self, and you as well. It builds trust within the ego. Understand that. Because before I meditated, me and my ego, we didn't have that bond like that. Me and Satan, me and the Almighty Creator, we didn't have that bond. Someone's gonna be like, oh, wait a minute, hold on, you just said Satan. Relax. Why are you overanalyzing? Concentrate on, where's it at? On the now. Satan doesn't exist as Satan. Understand that. Always remember that. When you contradict your inner voice, you'll perceive what you were taught or what you believe. But when you know that you are the embodiment of duality, divine oneness, you meditate constantly because you're aiding yourself into trusting the ego. You have to trust Satan in order to be what you are today. Because for one, good needs bad and bad needs good. So those decisions that you made, you need to make those decisions so you can learn what not to do and how you can guide the younger you. Because don't forget, the older you get, you are still being observed by your inner child. Because you have other alternate realities. But the thing is though, you wouldn't understand me or believe me because you don't meditate constantly. But when you do this constantly, you are not understanding that for one, meditation is a dimensional meditation technique or practice in your mind because you are going within your mind. When you do that, you are sitting and aligning your ego with your spirit. The ego and your higher self is literally your spiritual sense. So when you're going above your crown chakra, you are now able to understand how to aid you. Because the only thing that matters in this world is you. You are the one thing that matters. That's exactly why if you can't meditate, you will never be successful. Because you're too busy focusing on things that don't matter. Like the internet, like TV, like music, video games, websites, OnlyFans, people, like food, junk food. You're too worried about things that don't matter. So of course you cannot aid your ego into your higher self because you don't care for your higher self because you can't reach it. But you can reach it because a can't is still a can, and you can do whatever you want. But you think that you can't do it. You think that you can't go into your higher self because why? You manifest the doubt that you can't concentrate on because you're not concentrating on your higher self right now. And how is that? You're too busy running from your problems, so you have to go smoke weed or drink alcohol. And the thing is too, I use those things because for one, I don't mind people who do that. But I have a problem with it if you are running from your problems and all you do, you don't face your problems. All you do is run from them by going to weed or alcohol. You cannot, when you go through a mistake in life and you're trying to learn from it, you can't learn when your mind is clouded by weed. But the strong-minded who are able to smoke weed and face their problems, I respect you for, I love you for that. That's exactly why I had to get off of that shit. And I don't mind doing it, but I don't have to do it because even though I'm sober, I'm still high. So why do I have to smoke when I'm already high while being sober? I don't have to get drunk to have a great time. Because I'm already sober-minded and drunk in my mind anyways. My mind can't perceive how sober I think I am. Because my mind is a drug. So this is my alcohol. This is my weed. This is my Percocet. This is crack. This is cocaine to me. I get high off of teaching myself because why? I don't have to second guess myself no more. I know what the fuck I'm doing. So can anybody tell me, you know what you're talking about? Don't believe him, don't trust him. He's a fuck. I don't give a fuck what you're talking about because you can't do what I'm doing. Because why? I love you for even doubting or hating my fruition or my intuition. You're so busy manifesting doubt upon me. You don't understand that you are projecting who you are onto me. You can't do that, my brother, because it won't work. I'm protected by the almighty creations of creations. And the thing is too, I'm so compassionate that I want you to realize that your mistakes are helping me learn and grow. That's why I love when people hate on me because what am I doing wrong in your eyes? Okay, I don't care, but guess what? The hate that you have for me is going to make me stronger because why? I'm going to piss you off even more because I know how to correct myself. That's exactly why I tell you I'm neither right nor wrong. And niggas still can't understand that shit. And why is that? How did I get to that point? Meditation. It aided me into embodying my higher self. Every time you see me on this camera, I play characters. Just like everybody else, we all play characters. So I have an alter ego and I have my higher self. There are times in person, you're going to see me my higher self. On camera, you see my higher self and my ego. So there are times I have different moods that I want to be in, depending on how I feel, what I'm thinking about. But why is that? Because I'm second guessing myself on camera. Because I don't like being on camera, but the thing is I'm on camera. Make it make sense. Why am I contradicting my inner voice? Excuse me. Because for one, I trust my initial feeling. Get on camera and do a teaching. You don't like the teaching. No, actually, yeah, that too. But you don't like the teaching, but your initial feeling is to teach. I don't like to teach, but my initial feeling is to teach myself through you. So once you build trust within the ego, you are now able to build self-trust through affirmations. That's exactly what I told you earlier when I said that. Let me make sure I'm still recording, first of all. Okay, cool. 25 minutes, that's not bad. So that's exactly why when I mentioned earlier that my affirmations, so I do spell works as well. And the thing is too, over on this channel, if I was to ever get exposed, which I think, somebody tried to expose me, but it didn't work. Because for one, you can't expose somebody who's transparent. I'm neither right nor wrong. I can expose myself. I do it every single day. So you can't get somebody who's going to expose themselves regardless. I do spell work. I'm only telling you that because we're family. And the thing is, too, we all speak spells. If you open up your mouth and say, hey, how are you? That's a spell. Because why do you care about how they're doing when you already know how they're doing through you? They're not having a bad day. They're having a great day, but they manifested that they were having a bad day till they came and seen you. Because why? When you build self-trust within yourself, you say spells with confidence. Every single day when I look into the mirror, I tell myself how good I look, how amazing I think I am, how wise I am, how enlightened I am, how courageous I am, how brave I am, how loving I am, how much I hate myself. But the thing is, I don't hate myself, but I'm lying to myself when I say that. I visualize how I already am because I trust myself in my words. So I speak spells because, for one, I don't have to doubt my higher self anymore. Because for one, my higher self never said a word. So that's like why I don't have to say my spells into the mirror, because I do mirror work too every single day. That's exactly why. Basically too, mirror work is meditation, because why? That aids me into my higher self. Even when I'm in the shower, I let the water run down all my negative thoughts into the drain. So everything that I'm going through, everything that I think about, all the mistakes that I made, it never happened. But it helps me learn, how can I grow today? How can I evolve today in evolution? How can I evolve my ego? Because my ego wants to contradict the voice that it has for its initial feeling. My ego does not want to feel better about itself. My ego still wants to doubt itself about what I don't like about myself. That's why every single day I become more transparent on the camera, because I'm basically just talking to myself no matter what. And even off camera, I'm still going to be the exact same person. Nothing will fucking change. And people who know me in real life, you know that. Nothing will change. Ever. Say spells with confidence like, I love myself. I trust my path. I trust my decisions. If you say to yourself every single day, I love myself. Do you know that people, speaking from experience by the way, when you build self-trust through affirmations, because affirmations are spells. We all speak witchcraft. Doesn't matter if it's Spanish, doesn't matter if it's Japanese, Korean, Taiwanese, doesn't matter if it's Haitian, Dravidian, Palestinian, Middle Eastern, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if it's Hebrew. You are speaking a spell because you understand that language that you never said a word in. You never said those words, but your mind thought that. The ego thought that you said that through your inner voice, because your inner voice had to have listened and programmed itself through a sponge that it was dissecting from the people around you when you were a child. Duh. How do you learn how to say mom and dad? Your mom and dad were telling you, programming you every single day. Can you say mama? Can you say dada? All of a sudden you wake up and one day you say mom or dad. But see, remember that initial feeling. Now the parents are like, oh, they said mom first. They said dad first. Why does it fucking matter? It's not a competition. If the child wants to say mom first, cool. And they want to say dad first, cool. It's not a competition, my nigga. Who gives a shit? So when you say spells with, see now, here's the thing though. We're not just saying affirmations just because. You don't just say, I love myself, and you don't say it. You don't mean it. What the fuck are you saying it for? I love myself. I love you, Darius. I love you, Divine Messenger. But who's divine messenger to a divine messenger? It's a title. It's a program of my who? Higher self. My ego as well. That's exactly why I contradict everything and question everything, because my inner voice told myself I'm a divine messenger. But realistically, in the quantum, the cosmic realm, the ether realm, the serious meditation process of my augmented processing for higher dimensions, I never said a word. So I think that I'm a divine messenger, but in the observation of realities, I'm just consciousness. I don't have a title. That's why I don't believe in titles. So my mother named me Darius. I don't believe in that. But with confidence, when I did my own research for my name, when I learned who I was in my past life, that's exactly why I practice humility today. Because my ambition to be cocky, because I was still thinking the exact same way, because my name's in the Bible as well. I was thinking the exact same way in my past life. And that's what got me knocked off my pedestal when I became known in my lands, over on the other side of the waters, even in Persia. So when I did that, or wherever I was in Africa, it doesn't fucking matter anyways. So when I was reigning over people in my past life, I did that with confidence, because every single day I said I love myself, I trust my path, I trust my decisions. So when I was enslaving people, I loved that about myself. I believed that was my path till I came back. And then when I woke up in this generation of my lifetime, I told myself, why am I here? Didn't know why, till I understood how to contradict my ego. Every single day, even when I was 5 years old, my higher self was always guiding me into what I know in the now. I doubted when I manifested because I overanalyzed my first choice. My first choice. Knowing that my first choice always aligned me with my true self, I knew better. And guess what? I still didn't do better. Because why? I didn't have compassion for my self-realization, because I would make mistakes. I didn't know how to learn from them, because I was on my own, looking for attention on my own, not knowing that my higher self was there to guide me with that first choice that I overanalyzed. Because what did I do? Second-guessed myself. I second-guessed myself. And that's exactly why my path led me to a reincarnation cycle here today. But see, here's the trick to that though. My path is divine timing. My decisions were divine timing as well. Divine aligning. Meaning that even in my past life, I was so, for one, I'm basically, I wouldn't even call myself a deity. I would be every time I mention astral travelers, shifters, all of that, that's basically what I would be as well. Because consciously, I know that I'm not from this terrestrial plane of existence, but I volunteered to come back down here because when I left this dimension and came back, I knew what I was signing up for in my soul contract. That's exactly why when I was born, I knew that my path was going to lead me into making mistakes that I will one day realize when I got older, because my whole entire life, the Almighty was guiding me through a satanic frequency that I wanted to call my mind or my ego, that I loved myself in. Every single day, I built more trust through affirmations by telling myself, I look beautiful, I look handsome, I look gorgeous, I'm wise, I'm enlightened, I'm smart, I'm intelligent, I'm tall, I'm buff, I'm muscular. Like all this stuff, I was speaking spells to myself because I had confidence in myself. And the thing is too, some people don't understand, I really didn't have confidence till I got older, because I was always being made fun of what I used to think about. Because every single day, when somebody would project their negativity onto me, I was manifesting doubt. And I couldn't concentrate on my higher self no more, because the doubt that I had was focused on the now. It was focused on the now, because I would doubt myself in the moment. And I still do to this day, but guess what? I love myself. I trust my path. I trust my decisions. That's why I love to uplift people, because I know how it feels to not love yourself. I even still hate myself. And you know why? That hate I have for myself still makes me love myself. Because why? I trust myself. I was looking for decisions, but I don't know if I can find it. It's alright though. But I trust my decisions. So I know that, oh yeah, right here. Because my decisions got me to the path I'm on today, to being a divine messenger through the Christ consciousness, 777. And you can even put a whole gematria demonic frequency on it as well. But the thing is though, I'm not that. You can't put a title onto my ego. Because why? My higher self does not care about what negativity that you want to put onto me because you're projecting yourself onto me. Don't do that. Because I'm going to throw it right back at you. Save yourself from yourself. Don't try to come from me. I expose myself every single day. If you can't see that or understand that, that's your fault. Because I hate lying. So if somebody ever told me, oh, I learned this about you. Somebody said this about you. Is this true? I'll make a video on it. And y'all know that. Y'all know that I hate lying to y'all. That's why I always tell y'all I'm neither right nor wrong. Take everything I say with a grain of salt and do your own research. The same thing that I did as well, because what did I do to do my own research and know what I know right now? I can do this shit every single day because why? I trust my initial feeling. I know what I'm talking about, but do you? Some of you will say, no. That's exactly why you come to these videos to understand what you thought you didn't know, but you always knew that. Same for me. I didn't think I knew, when I was younger, I didn't think that I could comprehend any of this shit until I got older. Because why? Self-trust. I built that through saying spell casting every single day. If I speak a language, if I speak the operation of demonic programming through the English language, which is literally sorcery, if I'm a magician, what am I going to do now? I'm going to flip those words of saying I'm ugly, I'm not handsome, I'm a bum, this or that. No, I'm successful. I love myself. I have a nice car. I have a nice house. I have a nice board. Yeah, I got all this dirty shit on it, but guess what? I love it. I love the clothes I have on. I can wear this shirt every single day. I love it. Because realistically, I have no shirt on. I love the shorts I have on. I love these Crocs. I love the water I'm drinking from a glass in. I love my LED light. I love all of this shit. I love my mindset. I love my contradictions in my inner voice. And how do we get to this last point? That's exactly how, when I built self-trust, by loving myself and trusting my path, I learned that my decisions helped me visualize how successful I already am. See a great outcome that empowers and helps you believe in your life through grounded decisions or your choices. When you visualize your success, because you already are successful, by the way, so there's no reason for you to even pray or manifest or meditate on your success. I mean, you can, but why would you? When you know what you are. That's exactly why you just say it every single day and you believe it. I am successful. I am successful. Excuse me. I am successful. I am smart. I am this. I am that. I am a great chef. I am a great basketball player. I am tall. When you say that every single day, with confidence, by the way, because you have to be confident in yourself to say this shit, the ego is going to contradict itself as well. The ego is going to say, wait a minute. We ain't successful. We don't even see success right now. You don't got chains and rings and money. You don't got that right now. But guess what? That's why you contradict that inner voice. Because for one, you trust that initial feeling that you visualize already. You know what you are. You know what you are. You see what you already are. You see what you have became. Because why? You see a great outcome that empowers and helps you believe in your life by being grounded in your decisions and your choices. When you stay grounded, no matter what, nobody can knock you off that grounding perspective that you're already walking on. That's like why I usually teach outside, because I'm grounded in my thoughts. When I go do something in life, I have to go outside and I have to put that energy that's guiding me and doubting me and overanalyzing my perspective outside. Because keeping it inside an enclosed system, it does nothing but bounce off the walls, and it just basically magnetizes itself onto my body, into my ego. So if I'm going through something like self-doubt, I have to go outside by grounding myself. Do a decision of my choices. That's exactly why visualization will help you understand how to stop second guessing yourself. Because when you know what you want to do in life, you have to see it every single day. You have to walk like it. You have to act like it. You have to embody what you are. Because what are you? None of this shit in this world, I'm going to keep saying that to the day I die. Nothing in this world exists besides your ego. The ego is the only thing that you have a document of. It's being documented of its own perception through a higher perception of principalities that you've never seen before. But when you see them, you're going to doubt what's really guiding your energy. Because is it really your higher self? We don't gotta go deep into that because we got teachings about that all throughout my YouTube and Patreon, all of that. Shout out to the Patreon as well. We also got teachings about Abaddon and Halloween. I posted that yesterday. So if you want to check that out, it's on my description below. But when you visualize how successful you already are, you're going to always see a great outcome that will always empower and help you believe in yourself. When you believe in yourself and when you empower yourself by being grounded in your lifestyle, you don't have to overstep your boundaries. You're going to always have hurdles, but you have to overstep those hurdles. You can't sit there and say, nah, man, this hurdle too damn high. I can't jump that. Why are you manifesting doubt? Concentrate on the now. Trust that initial feeling. I can jump that hurdle because why? It doesn't matter if it's 10 foot tall. I'm going to find a way to not second guess myself. I'm going to jump over that hurdle somehow, some way. Because why? I'm always being guided by a higher order of orders that have created higher orders of orders. So basically, in conclusion, contradict your inner voice. Be present in the now. Create simple choices. Be self-compassionate. Meditate constantly. Build self-trust. And visualize how successful you already are. When you do these 7 steps right here, I guarantee you, there won't be a day to where you second guess yourself. And the thing is too, I'm not saying that when you do research this stuff, you won't second guess yourself, because I still do. But the thing is though, at least now you will have self-confidence with your doubts, because you'll stop overanalyzing your thoughts, even though you're overanalyzing your thoughts because you should overanalyze them. Because your thoughts don't come from you, but they come from you. And who are you? If I am that I am. Law of divine oneness. Good needs bad, bad needs good. Take that how you want to take that. But understand, when you are doubting yourself through overanalyzing and you make mistakes and you're learning from them with confidence, through your decisions, by being grounded with your choices, by loving yourself and meditating constantly, what are you aligning your ego into? You're aligning your satanic ego, your Luciferian ego, if you want to call it that, your demonic program. You are aligning your demonic program with your angelic frequency that you are voicing your contradictions in, by trusting that feeling of hatred through love. Have a great day, God and Goddess.